Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ahuja. Today I am going to discuss about periodontal abscess. Few terminologies. Abscess, we all know it is localized collection of the pus. And another terminology associated with abscess is antibioma. It's a tough walled abscess which forms commonly as a sequelae of inadequate pus drainage during infancy. What are the types of oral abscess most commonly seen in oral cavity? Gingival abscess, periodontal abscess. What is gingival abscess? It is a lesion of the marginal or interdental gingiva, usually produced by an impacted foreign object. It is confined only within the marginal gingiva and interdental papilla. Periodontal abscess, also called as lateral or parietal abscess. It is defined as a lesion with a localized accumulation of pus located within gingival wall of periodontal. Etiology: extension of infection from a periodontal pocket deeply into the supporting periodontal tissue and localization of the supportive inflammation along the lateral wall of the root. Lateral extension of inflammation from the inner surface of a periodontal pocket in the connective tissue of the pocket wall. Incomplete removal of the calculus during scaling and root planing, that is going to cause the gingival wall shrinkage, causing entrapment of remaining calculus below the gingival margin, causing an abscess, which can cause an abscess. The periodontal abscess may occur in types of periodontal abscess: abscess in the supporting periodontal tissue, abscess in the soft tissue wall of the deep. Development of periodontal abscess and periodontitis, an acute exacerbation of untreated periodontitis. During periodontal therapy also it can be seen. In refractory periodontitis, during the maintenance phase also sometimes patient may develop periodontitis. There is an interesting case report which is documented by Koller and Benz in 1992, which says nifedipine therapy can cause or can induce gingival abscess formation. So what are oral hygiene abscesses? Periodontal abscess caused by foreign bodies related to the oral hygiene products are called as oral hygiene abscess. Now coming to the biopsy of the abscess, David 1985, he did a punch biopsy from outside to the central core of the abscess. He saw outermost surface was normal oral epithelium, then an acute inflammatory infiltrate was seen, then there was intense foci of inflammation with the connective tissue destruction was seen, then ulcerated pocket epithelium, then central region of granular acidophilic and amorphous. Microbiology. According to Newman and Sims in 1979, abscess contains 60% of anaerobic bacteria, which includes Porphyromonas gingivalis, Prevotella intermedia, Aggregatibacter actinomycetum comitans, and Fusobacterium nucleatum. Diagnosis. Van Minkenhoff in 1985, he gave 4 criteria to diagnose periodontal abscess. First one, pocket depth more than 6 mm, bleeding on probing, radiographic bone loss, absence of periodontal. Treatment. Treatment includes drainage and antibiotic and analgesics. Drainage could be through the pocket or drainage of the abscess, apply topical anesthetic, retract the pocket wall, insert the probe, periodontal probe, and just do the curettage and initiate the drainage. Or else we can give a vertical incision on the most fluctuant part of the abscess with number 15 or number 11 blade, and we can drain the abscess. We can break the loculi and drain the abscess. Here you can see this was periodontal abscess after drainage 6 to 8 weeks after tissues appear. Now coming to antibiotics and analgesics. Antibiotic of choice is amoxicillin, 1 gram loading dose, followed by 500 mg 3 times a day for 3 to 5 days. Or if patient is allergic to amoxicillin, we can give clindamycin 600 mg loading dose, then 300 milligram 4 times a day for 3 days. Or azithromycin 1 gram loading dose, then 500 milligram 4 times a day for 3 days.